recently found skull could shake up evolutionary theory. Interesting. A human skull recently discovered buried under a village in the former Soviet Republic of Georgia could rewrite humanity's history. The skull, which is 1.8 million years old, is almost entirely intact. 1.8 million? Wow. Yeah, you can tell I read this ahead of time. Though the research is ongoing, it is thought that the skull could eliminate many of the branches in the human tree. Instead of many variations like Homo habilis and Homo ergaster, I hate Latin, they may all have just been one Homo erectus. So, we'll see. Interesting. 1.8 million years. That, I think the oldest previously was, 150,000 years or something like that? I have to check my science books again, but I'm not sure about that. Interesting to see how that develops. Has it shaken up my theory in evolution? Not in the least. I still firmly believe in it. So if you think I'm going to derail my belief in evolution, think again. But anyway, that's news headlines for this Friday. Yeah, it's Friday, isn't it? Well, let's see. I want to take another quick break because the new weather stats won't clear just yet. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's just go ahead and do the weather now. Because by the time I get done rambling on about the weather forecast and the Kirksville area weather forecast, the new stats should be coming through. So, without further delay, it's weather time.
Winter weather warning right now. Here's a live look at the Fox 6 snow stick. This is out on the weather dick.
And take a look at the latest in the weather forecast for the United States of America. And let's see, what do I see? Hold on just a moment here. October chill overpowers much of the United States this weekend. Starting off in the northeast, a quick-moving system and cold front brings a band of rain and showers through northern New England this morning. A few lingering showers are possible for parts of Maine through early afternoon. Drier and somewhat cooler air moves in behind the front during the day today, but still most areas will remain a little bit above average. Highs today will range in the 60s along the coastal plain to the 50s in the mountains, after temperatures in the 70s for highs for much of the I-95 corridor yesterday. 60s will be more common today. Temperatures will trend cooler over the weekend and closer to average with colder readings on the way by the middle of next week. Meanwhile, another batch of showers for the region late tomorrow into early Sunday as a cold front moves through. That's what you can expect up in the northeast. In the south, much of the region will be dry today, except for a few showers and isolated thunderstorms right along the Carolina coast and Gulf Coast. Better chance for showers and thunderstorms exist across central and southeast Texas. Enough instability ahead of a cold front may produce an isolated strong storm across west central Texas later today. Showers and even a thunderstorm or two will work southward into Oklahoma and extreme north Texas with a cold front today. Much of the region will see highs in the 70s today, except Florida and South Texas, with highs in the 80s, and northern Oklahoma and the Texas Panhandle in the cooler 50s and 60s. The region will stay generally dry through Monday, but showers and a few thunderstorms will increase near the Gulf Coast again late Monday, lasting into Tuesday. Here in the Midwest, breezy to windy conditions are anticipated across the region as several weak systems move through the region today. One system will bring scattered light showers from the northern plains to the northern Great Lakes, just cold enough for a little bit of light snow to mix from northern Minnesota to northern Michigan, especially tonight, but no significant accumulations are expected. Another system will move from the Rockies into the Central Plains today, with some chilly rain showers for Kansas and Missouri. Some lingering snow across far northwest Kansas early today before changing to all rain. Highs will be chilly as well, with 40s and 50s in most areas, except along the Ohio River Valley, where they'll reach into the 60s. Staying unsettled and cold for the upper Midwest and Great Lakes this week into next week, with areas of rain and snow showers. Out west, as I stumble through this, areas of snow and rain from Wyoming into eastern Colorado will diminish quickly today as the system exits into the plains. Rest of the West is dominated by high pressure that keeps things quiet through the weekend. Denver could see its first accumulating snow this morning, where up to an inch or two is possible. Temperatures will remain below average for most of the interior west, with highs in the 50s and 60s, colder 30s and 40s in the mountains and Front Range. It will be warm along the California coast with temperatures in the 70s. Readings will be in the 80s in the desert southwest. And that, my friends, is a brief look at the nationwide weather forecast for this Friday, now heading into the noon hours here in this Central Daylight Time Zone. And again, you can get the weather forecast 24/7 by clicking on the weather link or the weather button on my website at tinyurl.com/Gunther's House or /Gunther Mobile on your smartphone. Our weather forecast for the Kirksville, Missouri region, calling for partly sunny skies this afternoon. Highs in the middle 50s, westerly winds at about 10 miles an hour. Cloudy skies for tonight. Lows in the lower 30s. West to southwesterly winds at about 10 miles an hour, with areas of patchy frost developing by late tomorrow morning, or rather early tomorrow morning after 4 a.m. And then patchy frost lifting by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Sunny skies in the afternoon. A little bit warmer with highs in the upper 50s. Westerly winds at about 10 to 15 miles an hour with wind gusts up to 20 miles an hour. Cloudy skies for Saturday night. Lows in the mid-30s. West and northwest winds at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Shifting to the south and southwest after midnight. Mostly sunny on Sunday. Much warmer. Highs in the upper 60s. South to southwesterly winds at about 10 to 15 miles an hour with wind gusts up to 20 to 25 miles an hour. Mostly cloudy Sunday night. Lows in the upper 30s. Colder for Monday, with highs in the low 50s, lows in the low 30s. Tuesday, mostly sunny, highs in the upper 40s, lows in the lower 30s, more the same for Wednesday. And then sunny skies on Thursday, highs in the lower 50s. And let's see if we have the new weather stats for the state of Missouri for this hour. So bear with me for just a moment as I wake up this old computer and see if we got the weather data that I need. And we do. Light rain, 40 degrees at KCI Airport. Sunny and 50 in Kirksville. Really? It looks overcast to me. Well, not overcast. I'll call it mostly cloudy here at Studio 28. Cloudy and 50 in Kirksville. St. Joe, well, they don't know what the sky is, but they do know that it's 44 degrees. Springfield, 52 and sunny, and 53 and sunny in Columbia. Elsewhere, sunny skies, 58 degrees in St. Louis, 63 at the Cape, 57 at Farmington, 60 at West Plains. Locally, winds are light and variable. Relative humidity at a dry 48%. Barometric pressure is holding steady at 30.08 inches of mercury. Let's see if I've got regional temperatures updated yet. Nope, still last hour, so I won't read those right now. All right, that's a look at the weather forecast for this Friday as we head into the weekend. But still to come on this now Friday afternoon as we're listening to this edition of First Cup, and me tries to stall for time and look for something witty to say. I wish to remind you that coming up a week from this Sunday, that's Sunday, October 27th at 6 p.m. Central Daylight Time, 7 o'clock Eastern, and of course 6 Central, 5 Mountain, 4 Pacific. I have a brand new program we're going to be testing out. It's called Joe's Old Time Radio, in which I'll be playing some old time radio shows. And to kick off this new program, the first one that I'm going to have is paying tribute to Halloween. You know, programs like Jack Benny. Who else do I have in mind here? George Burns and Gracie Allen. And then, of course, the infamous 1938 rebroadcast of Orson Welles' War of the Worlds. And if you've not heard this, I encourage you to tune in and listen because it is fun. It's only about that part is only about an hour long, but for about 3 hours that night, 2.5 to 3 hours, I'll be playing some old time radio shows. Okay, again, that's 6 o'clock the night of Sunday, October 27th. Okay, a week from this Sunday, and if all goes well, we'll be running that show every other Sunday night. Okay, so I'll have one coming up. 2 shows coming up in November. The first one the second week, and then the one the Sunday before Thanksgiving. But the first episode of Joe's Old Time Radio, again, is coming up on Sunday, October 27th. So mark it on your calendars. And speaking of calendars, you can find out the latest in show scheduling and so forth by going to my website, tinyurl.com/Gunther's House, and look for the Google Calendar on the opening page. And once you're there, you can just look at the date you want, see what time the show is on, and I'll try to be better about keeping that up to date. But if you ever wonder what time a show is going to be on, that is the best place to look in a hurry. Okay? All right. Well, it's time for another quick break. Coming up in a few minutes, I'll have Today in History, as well as the CBS World News Roundup, market news from APM Radio, and celebrity birthdays also on the way. But before then, we'll have for you Across Our Wide Missouri, along with the Writer's Almanac, plus the Composer's Date Book for the 18th day of October. But before we get to all that, I wish to remind you to patronize my sponsors, which includes Wishing Stars Native Creations, okay? And right now I'd like to talk to you about a fantastic dream catcher that Chris has made. Measures 9.5 inches, and of course, like all her other items, this is another one-of-a-kind item. And this is, by the way, the first dream catcher that Chris has made purely out of a deer rack, okay? It's simple, undecorated, legend-bearing creation. Can be easily added at the request of the purchaser. The webbing is done with waxed sinew with a single blue and white older glass bead. Feathers on the side are from real turkey feathers with silver cone and cobalt blue beads. And get this, it's only $25 plus tax. So if you'd like one like this, and if it hasn't been purchased yet, or one like it, contact Chris at Wishing Stars Native Creations. That's Facebook.com/Wishing Stars Native Creations. Do it today, okay? You'll be glad you did. All right. Now, it's time for a break, and when we come back, we'll have the Writer's Almanac with Garrison Keillor. So stick around. More First Cup is on the way.
So, how do you make the world believe your poop doesn't stink?
Going steady? Me? Well, thanks anyway, Diane. Going steady? Everybody knows. Everybody but me. Am I going steady? What does that mean? How did I get into this anyway?
Stop talking about the cheating. He cheated on you. Well, he's a man. Okay. Males have a tendency to wander a little bit. And what you want to do is to make a home so wonderful that he doesn't want to wander.
Great party, huh, guys?
Yeah, this is so great. Much fun.
I do say so myself. Hey, did you know that birthday parties actually help build confidence in kids?
Yeah, I did know that.
Did you know that giving kids less sugar before bedtime helps them sleep better?
Right, of course.
Yeah, I knew that. Did you know that strollers have the right of way on sidewalks?
Oh, yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, that's true. Did you know that friendly kids statistically have more friends?
Everyone knows that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Obvious.
Hey, guys, did you know that most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
I didn't know that.
Think I knew that.
No, you didn't.
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right car seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the-right seat to make sure your child is protected. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
And here is the Writer's Almanac for Friday. It's the 18th of October, 2013. It was on this day, 1954, the first transistor radio appeared on the market, the transistor taking the place of vacuum tubes that were unreliable, slow to warm up, fragile. Scientists at Bell Laboratories invented the first